What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. It's important for a man to be able to admit defeat, and while I'd like to roast The View, no one will do it better than the Family Guy episode where Stewie is trapped in a cage and has to watch The View for
3 o'clock, time for The View. No, not again! Let me out of here! I can't watch another sec.
So that's how I feel every single day whenever the producing team at this program says, oh, wow, we have a funny View clip for you. I can't watch it anymore. Please. I cannot take I cannot take the fraudulence. What do I mean by that? I mean literal fraudulence, right? Like, so you have this lady on The View, and everybody gives Whoopi Goldberg a hard time. The far and away the worst View cast member, who should be immediately fired because they don't have a single Trump supporter on The View, which should be illegal, actually, right? ABC is public airwaves. We, the taxpayers, pay ABC in order to platform this propaganda drivel and known literal racists, and I'll prove it to you. This lady's named Sunny Hostin. She just found out that she is a descendant of a bunch of slave owners who owned a bunch of African slaves. She found that out live on a show that goes into people's genealogy. Sunny's said that she's owed reparations. Oh, interesting. So she would be paying reparations to herself? I don't get
that. I'm a little bit in shock. I just always thought of myself as Puerto Rican, half Puerto Rican. I didn't think I was, my family was originally from Spain and slaveholders.
Yeah. So how are you feeling, my friend?
I think it's actually pretty interesting that my husband and I have shared roots.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that. And I think it's great for our children to know this information.
To know that you are a descendant of slaveholders. It's great for your children to know that. That's really nice. It was amazing how you change tune. She does this a lot. She changed tune here. Here, Sunny Hostin is outraged that anybody would question Kamala Harris's background, right? Now, thankfully, the identity politic moment is totally atomized, so it really just doesn't matter. None of this matters, right, at all, especially from a Christian worldview where you just say, aren't we all created in the image of God? And who the hell cares, actually? Like, why on earth would we regressively be lumping people together based on their skin color, saying one group deserves special privileges over another? That's insane, right? And it's going to lead to a horrible thing happening in this country. But here's Sunny Hostin doing it.
Millions and decide not to embrace our ethnicity so that we can pass.
Sunny, I don't think that's fair.
Necessary. I think if she leaned into
a ton of people don't go by their color. Wait, serious.
I think to question someone's racial identity,
especially him,
the bar has fallen so low.
Oh, it's so bad. So here she is. This is her talking smack about Nikki Haley. The context here is Nikki Haley needs to embrace who she is. And then here's Sunny Hostin being like, Donald Trump's not allowed to say anything about race or anybody's background. It's crazy. Like, Kamala Harris is Indian. Nikki Haley's Indian. The only thing different, they're both women. The only thing different is that one's a Democrat, one's a Republican. Barely. But Sunny Hostin had no problem flipping the coin. Isn't that amazing? Well, Sunny Hostin flipped out when she was forced to read an apology to Matt Gaetz live on air. This is one of the greatest clips I've ever seen. This is why we're doing this read. I have a very high threshold for View clips because I literally can't take the sound in my eardrum. But this is amazing. Sunny Hostin was forced to apologize to Matt Gaetz on air for slandering him effectively in saying that there is that the investigation found all this wrongdoing when it found none of that. And actually the DOJ dropped all charges. The investigation found absolutely nothing but hearsay and no credible witnesses. So listen, this is like the Kavanaugh thing all over again. Powerful Republican gets position of power and then people come out to slander and smear them. That's it. It's a blight on our system, and there's legal consequences when you slander people, right, and defame them. So here's what Sunny Hostin was saying.
How could you nominate someone with allegations of child trafficking trafficking across state lines and having sex with a 17-year-old? My understanding, further on in the interview, they discussed the fact that once he finds out that she's 17, he stops having sex with her.
Son,
Oh, okay. So let's see. That's the action. Let's see the reaction.
Sonny, you have a legal note.
I do have a legal note. Thank you, Whoopi. Matt Gaetz has long denied all allegations, calling the claims, quote, invented, and saying in a statement to ABC News that this false smear following a 3-year criminal investigation should be viewed with great skepticism. That DOJ investigation was closed with no charges being brought.
We'll be right back.
This looks like a hostage video. I've seen better work come out of like ISIS camps, right, with Western hostages. That looks like a hostage video, and I really love the first part right there, the little like having to swallow the swallow of your pride. Yeah, that's the expression right there. There you go. Oh yeah, do it. Yeah, do it for me. Oh, it's great. This is what we mean when we talk about salty tears on the program. This is what we mean when we talk about salt. That's pure salt. A pillar of salt, literally a pillar of salt. A beautiful, beautiful. If you had to read a legal note about a fake claim against Matt Gaetz, otherwise they would be sued into oblivion. Sunny Hostin received a legal note. She clearly hates it. Everyone's saying it looks like a hostage video. The hostage video, Matt Gaetz is the incoming Attorney General, and they're already scared. This is now the time for us to acknowledge that we have all the cultural power and to use it. Enough of this. No one should be defamed. The systems shouldn't work like this anymore. It was so hideous what they did to Brett Kavanaugh and what they continue to do to Donald Trump. Anybody who's conservative in the space, who gains any prominence, has this kind of same playbook used against them. It's called the wrap-up smear. They create a fake allegation against you. They merchandise it to the press. The press writes it all up. They smear you without ever having to take you to trial or prove anything. It's just the laws of personal destruction. And now these people are getting destroyed. Man, it's amazing. Matt Gaetz went on The View. You probably didn't see it because nobody watches this show anymore. But Matt Gaetz went on The View, and it's actually pretty glorious. Here's my favorite highlight.
Can we agree that perhaps that pardon power needs to be reviewed and curbed?
So, great question. In Federalist 74, Alexander Hamilton writes that the reason we have the pardon power is to serve as a check on a criminal justice system, which, if allowed to run wild, could create a great sense of sanguinity in our country. And so I think that if you look at the original intent of the pardon power, it cannot be limited. And again, Trump has pardoned 26 people. Obama pardoned over 1,700. Bill Clinton pardoned 459.
The answer to the question is what?
I would agree that Roger Stone should be pardoned if for no other reason that there's been a double standard in this country where people like Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, Andrew McCabe, Clapper, Brennan have not faced consequences.
Can I just ask you, how about Rob Blagojevich, who flees like a children's hospital? Was that a good pardon?
I'll be honest with you, I don't know very much about the governor of Illinois. I'm not going to get into that one. I know Roger, I don't know Blago, and I'll leave that to others.